What is going on, everyone? It is Tal, and I'm bringing you my Week 5 battle versus Golden Tittles, who is the only other undefeated team in this league right now. We are both 4-0 with a plus 13 differential. He won his last week, I think 4-0 or 3-0, and therefore he was able to tie us. So we are number 1 and number 2, but we're basically 1A and 1B right now because we are completely tied, and for good reason. He has an absolutely terrifying team. The Electrode at the top of the speed tier doesn't tear us, so I'm not extremely terrified of it. But we go across like the first 8. We have Latios, which could hit like a truck and also like can outspeed almost our entire team. Trapagos, which is maybe the best spinner in the game, also can set up hazards, can kind of like snowball very quickly if it gets like a rapid spin off or a calm mind, so also terrifying. Ting Lu, which could set up hazards, but then also just like kind of be a pain, especially for like our Deoxys. And just taking hits from a lot of our mons, like Zorg and Moltres and even Vikavolt. Empoleon, I'm not extremely scared of. I don't expect it in this matchup, but I think it's maybe the 7th, maybe 8th best mon here, so I could definitely see it coming. I've seen crazier things. It could set up Stealth Rock. It could be there also for the Quillfish because of competitive. So I wouldn't be completely surprised at seeing it. Weezing Galar is kind of like the really big glue piece to this team. This team kind of struggles against really good fighting types, and Galarian Weezing kind of glues everything together. It can get Will-O-Wisps off. It can also get like Toxic Spikes off. It can defog. So 100% Galarian Weezing comes. If it doesn't come, I will be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked. Entei and Lycanroc are two of the, if not like the two best Terra captains in the entire, like offensive Terra captains in the entire league. Lycanroc, I don't know why this thing can Terra. This thing is an absolute menace. He's brought it every single week. I expect it this week. I expect Terra Grass because of the Palafin and the Meowscarada. Hits like a truck. I expect either Life Orb or Choice Band, one or the other. If he's Life Orb, he's going to be Sword Stance, and it's very difficult to get rid of. And I'm a lot more scared of Lycanroc than Entei. I did some calcs for Entei as well, but the Lycanroc just kind of destroys me. So both those offensive threats where a lot of my calcs come from. Zapdos with a Scarf or Band is very scary. In all of my mocks, I faced Banded Zapdos, and I really didn't have a switch into it, so I had to make a lot of changes. And I don't expect Scyther. Scyther and Electrode, I don't expect at all in this matchup. When I was mocking, they didn't really bring Ting Lu, and I think they're bringing Empoleon more. I think Ting Lu does come. The issue about not bringing Ting Lu is like Deoxys could sweep if I was like a Cosmic Power stored power set like we've seen. So I definitely, and it has Ruination, so I expect it to come just because of the Deoxys and how hard it is for his team to beat the Deoxys. So I expect the Ting Lu. I'm expecting basically the top 3, Weezing, and then Lycanroc Zapdos. He could bring either the Entei or Empoleon in place of the Lycanroc or the Ting Lu, but Latios, Trapagos, and Weezing, and I believe Zapdos, I think are all almost guaranteed. Zapdos maybe is not much, but Weezing 100%, Latios, and Trapagos. So, first mon we're bringing, when I was looking at this matchup, I thought that he had a lot of hyper offense, and I could either go really hyper offense or defense, or I can go both. So the first mon we're going is Belly Drum Hariyama. We've brought AV every single time so far, so mixing it up a little bit, I think we could take like 2 Sacred Fires or a CC from a Lycanroc or a Entei. I don't know, we have a lot of bulk here. We have a lot of speed. I believe we outspeed a no speed Empoleon. It sounded like that, I think so, because he can get a haze off with an Empoleon, so either like no speed or like 4 speed invested Empoleon. We are Terra Steel this week. We could, if we get the Belly Drum off and start spamming bullet punches, we could basically KO everything. So Hariyama is definitely going to be a late game switch in. We have the Citrus Berry, of course. We have Drain Punch to get health back. We have Facade just in case he burns us, or he Toxics us. I can see the Weezing burning us, but we can, if it's a max HP, max defense Weezing Bold, we still KO it with a Belly Drummed Bullet Punch if we're Terra Steel. So that is huge. That's where like the attack EVs come in. That's where the defense, HP, speed. So very well-rounded set here. We don't take the special hits as well. We're not AV this week, but his special attackers really are just like Terapagos, which he cannot. We have enough HP that a Earth Power from a max modest Terapagos cannot kill us after we get Belly Drum off. It could do like max like 74. We can get the Drain Punch off, and then we would KO with Bullet Punch. So very particular set. This is going to be an end game thing. We need to position this correctly. There's not a lot of mons that we can position this into, but we're going to have to, probably against the Wheezing, is if we die, we go against the Wheezing, we go into this, we click Belly Drum, and he can't clear Smog us, and we just go for the Belly Drum, we go for the Bullet Punch, we hope we win. And the next mon may be our lead, I'm not sure yet, is going to be Max Defense Deoxys. I was really struggling with like banded Zapdos and also Swords Dance Lycanroc, so I thought that Thunder Wave Deoxys could put in a lot of work here. I had a very particular EV spread, but the more that I tried it, the more I was like, we are Terra Steel. I don't expect to Terra Deoxys. Again, it feels like a match in which I'm going to Terra the Hariyama like 10 times out of 10, unless it's like a very late game situation in which like Hariyama died and Terra Steel Deoxys is better. So we're kind of just Terra Steel just because I thought it was the best of the bunch, because I also didn't want to get toxicked by the by the Wheezing. So just Terra Steel to get another toxic switch. Recover, Thunder Wave, Taunt, Nightshade. Taunt is for the Wheezing, it's for the Terapagos. If he has like no speed investment, then we can outspeed the Terapagos because we're base 90, they're base 85. And Thunder Wave is for everything. Latios, Lycanroc, Zapdos, Entei. Nothing on this team really wants to, except for the Tinglu, wants to really switch into this mon, and we have some other answers to the Tinglu, so I'm not as worried. And one of those answers is the Moltres. Now, we have a lot of defense and special defense. I believe we could take a Specs Draco Meteor from a max timid Latios. We're Will-O-Wisp, Flamethrower, U-Turn, Roost. Roost is for recovery, of course. We're Heavy Duty Boots. We're Will-O-Wisp to try to get burns on stuff like the Tinglu, the Zapdos. We're trying to get a lot of status. If we're getting a lot of status on his mons, like the Tinglu and the Latios with like Thunder Wave and the Terapagos, we can really whittle his team down. I'm expecting this battle to take a while longer just because we are very defensive here, and I think he's going to have to make a lot of defensive pivots throughout with Wheezing, and so this also is a decent Wheezing check. If it's in, we can just U-turn on it. And Flamethrower is just for like a general move. In any of my mocks, I didn't even click Flamethrower once, I'm not gonna lie. But we still needed a move that was outside of U-turn. We're also Flame Body, just in case something like the Terapagos wants to click Rapid Spin. We can go into this and then maybe switch out into one of our other mons. Now, the next mon is, I'm excited for Hariyama the most this week, I'm not gonna lie, but the mon I'm second most excited about is super bulky, bulk up, taunt, Palafin. Now, we're running this set. I believe we could take like 2 Accelerocs from the from either a Life Orb or a Banded Lycanroc Dusk, so we can really take hits. We have Bulk Up, because if this thing can get going with Bulk Up and then clicking Drain Punch on stuff, we don't have something that is neutral or super effective against the Latios, but I think it's fine because we'll be able to whittle it, and even if he goes for something like a Draco, we can Drain Punch, and we're very bulky. We have enough speed to outspeed a max modest Terapagos, so I don't really expect the Timid, but if he does bring it, then we don't outspeed it, but we still have a good amount of speed investment. Again, Bulk Up, Taunt, we just want to like, this is probably a check into the into the Wheezing. We go into this on the Wheezing. We also outspeed max speed Wheezing, which is really good. I faced max speed Wheezing in mocks and it kind of messed me up a little bit. So max speed Wheezing, we also outspeed. We can go in on the Wheezing, we can click Taunt, we can click Bulk Up a few times, and then even if it's like Terra Grass on the Lycanroc, we could still do a lot of damage with Drain Punch, and we're leftover, so we're super bulky. And next mon MVP of last week, I know that Hariyama was the cover, but the true MVP here, Meowscarada. We just have a bunch of coverage. We outspeed everything on his team with the Scarf and Jolly rest in 2 HP to maybe take some hits. Triple Axle for stuff like that, Latios, as well as the Ting Lu if I need like a good middle ground as well. U-turn to get out of there, knock off Flower Trick, you know the deal. This mon's gonna come in, it's gonna get the kills it needs to, it's gonna be the fastest mon on the field 100% of the time. Even if he has Scarf Latios, we outspeed it. Absolutely love this mon. This has become one of my favorite draft mons ever, if not my favorite mon I've ever drafted so far. I mean, 10 kills in 4 weeks is absurd. It has 2 games of 5 kills. It's unbelievable. But love this mon, love this set. It's going to put in some really good work against this team. And the final mon, we're going to be running really bulky Iron Defense Body Press Treads. This is for the Ting Lu mostly. We have Heavy Slam for general against like the Latios, some other mons as well, and like a Terra Entei as well, because you never know. We are super defensive. We have a decent amount of speed. I believe we can outspeed Max Modest on Terrapagos. Again, just a little bit of speed. Lots of special defense investment. I'm not gonna lie, don't remember the EVs. I believe maybe we could take like 2, or we could take like a Specs Aurasphere from a Latios, that's probably what it is, or an Earth Power from a Terrapagos. It's one or the other. And then a lot of defense, and then a little bit into attack, Rapid Spin to get rid of the hazards, as well as give us a speed boost against some mons that may not be able to outspeed us. So that is the team this week. This is going to be a crazy match. Golden is fantastic. He is a very good battler. He's 4-0 for a reason. He's the we're both the number 1 seed right now. It is tied. Don't even want to say he's the number 2 seed because we were tied on absolutely everything. So we're tied at the number 1 seed, and he is a fantastic battler, fantastic guy. I've gotten to talk to him a decent amount, and yeah, I'm excited for this battle. I'm scared about this battle. I would love to be 5-0, but at the same time, I'm anticipating a good battle. I think he has matchup just a little bit, but we'll see. So yeah, let's just jump straight into the battle. See you there. Okay, so we are in the battle, and he didn't bring Lycanroc or Terrapagos. I am absolutely shocked. I thought Lycanroc completely destroys us. He does bring the Entei. It's Terra Normal, and he does bring Scyther, which I am not prepped for Scyther at all in the slightest. I feel like he's gonna lead the Ting Lu if he's gonna lead anything. Let me just say good luck, have fun. Wow, okay. Hariyama goes a little bit crazy here, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why he has some of these other Terras, but whatever. What do I lead? I don't have anything that said hazards. I mean, Meowscarada isn't a bad lead, to be honest, but it does show that I'm Scarf right away. I low-key want to lead Deoxys, and like if he leads Ting Lu, I can just taunt and switch out. So I am going to do that. I'm going to lead the Deoxys. I can't believe he brought the Entei. So actually, just quickly going to do something real quick. He does lead the Ting Lu. I am just going to click taunt. Don't want him to get a bunch of hazards up. If he goes for Ruination, it's fine. Not too worried. He does just go for the Ruination, and that is fine. I think I just simply switch out into my Moltres real quick. Sorry, just trying to send this out to the people. This is the most anticipated battle so far this season. So let's get it. Oh yeah, and it's already been sent. Awesome. Okay, so we're going in the Moltres here. Goes for the Ruination, that's fine. Really want to get a Will-O-Wisp off. I think if he goes into Entei, it's fine. But I think a Will-O-Wisp is like extremely important. He doesn't get big damage on my Moltres, which I'm not a huge fan of. He can go into his Latios here, which isn't, I'm not the biggest fan of. I think, oh, he doesn't. Okay, he stays in with Ting Lu. He goes for Ruination and misses, which is nice. He can now set up, like, spikes and stuff, which I'm not a big fan of. I bet it's, like, Ruination. He's not lefties, I don't believe. I'm gonna U-turn. I was like, what do I go into? I think I go into treads. You never click Earthquake here, that's for sure. You go for, wow, you go for Facade. That's not going to do a lot, but wow. Could have Earthquake. I think I just want Iron Defense. If you go into Latios, then we can figure it out from there. He could also expect, like, Ice Spinner here. So I don't think you go hard Latios. I think if anything, I don't think you switch here, actually. I think you may just stay in if you have, like, spikes. He could be... He is lefties. So lefties is good information to have. Very bulky, I believe. I bet he's pretty physically bulky. Let me see. Moltres into Ting Lu. U-turn. Yeah, he's pretty physically bulky. It could be Max, actually. You go for the Iron Defense. Goes for Whirlwind. Good play. Kind of wanted this to be the Palafin, so that kind of stinks. I don't really want Hariyama in here because if he Whirlwinds again, that kind of gets rid of our plan. Kind of want to go Deoxys. I think he's gonna Ruination. So actually, I'm just gonna go Moltres. And we are whittling it. We're making him think more. Facade, Whirlwind, Ruination. There's the Ruination. We're just gonna go for a Roost here. Very boring start, I'm not gonna lie. This thing is very physically bulky, though. I don't think it's max impish. It could be, actually. It very well could be. He goes for Earthquake. Good play. Good play. Could go for Ruination again. I think that's fine. I think I am just wanted to click a Roost. Do I want to click? So he's Earthquake, Ruination, Facade, Whirlwind. I think I want to click U-turn and go into Deoxys and click Recover. I'm going to click Roost. If he clicks Ruination, he clicks Ruination. He does. And again, I just want to get some chips, so I'm going to go for the U-turn here. Very boring start. I knew that the Ting Lu was just going to be kind of a pain in the butt, but I think it's fine. I could go into Meowscarada, to be honest. I am scared of Facade, though. I really don't want him to hit me with a Facade and it do, like, a ton of damage to my Meowscarada. Like, sacking Meowscarada is a complete throw, and he could Facade at any moment. Great play to have the Facade, I'm not gonna lie. That's if he didn't have the Facade, I 100% would go into Meowscarada. I just can't risk it at the moment. He goes into Entei. Okay. Goes into the Entei. And I think I go into Deoxys. I think I can take whatever this Entei wants. I think I can take anything, even if it's banded. Yeah, I could take anything. I want to get a Thunder Wave off. Goes for Sacred Fire. It is 40. That is banded. And he gets the burn. But he is choice banded. Good to know. Good to know. We're going to get a Recover off here. He's going to just keep clicking Sacred Fire. 42. Super banded. We're going to keep recovering. If he's either going to miss or get parried. And when that happens, we can start clicking Nightshade. We are max defense. Max defense bold here. So we are super, super bulky. And he is choice banded max jolly, it's looking like. So he may have some bulk. But yeah, here's the Ting Lu. We go for the Recover. I think we click Nightshade here. I really just need damage on this thing right now. I'm not really about Whirlwind or Ruination. So the Nightshade only does 20. Wow. Okay. Go back down to 41. Ruination is so annoying. It's really annoying. Could go into Treads. Could go into Moltres. Moltres, I think, could eat a Facade. And I think... This is just tough. This thing has so much HP. I'm going to go back in the Moltres. I think this needs to be whittled down a little bit. I'm going to click the Roost. It's very boring start of the game. I just need to whittle this down in some facet. Like, I low-key am hoping for a Whirlwind. I think eventually I may need to go back into the Treads. I don't know why I'm not going into... I'm worried about the Ruination. I don't want Treads hit by Ruination. He goes into Laddie. That's fine. Don't want to go into Deoxys here. Don't want to go into Meow. I think I'm going to go into Treads. I think you Draco or something. Expecting a U-turn. Goes for Surf. Ooh, okay. That may be Specs. So, Treads, Laddie. I didn't even think about Surf. Let's check this out. He's not Life Orb. I think that's Specs. That's Specs with a roll. So we're going to go into Meowscarada here, and I think I click U-turn. Yeah, Treads was going to be pretty helpful this game, but not the most. He's probably expecting a knockoff. I anticipate the Wheezing to come in here, but this is Specs as hell. Here's the Wheezing. I'm expecting Rocky Helmet. We get the damage. It is Rocky. Okay, good to know. We're going to go into Palafin, and we're going to get a Taunt off, and then we're going to switch back into the Deoxys. That is the course of action here. I need to just whittle everything down a little bit. I'm not sure, actually, if we can outspeed Entei with our Hariyama. Hariyama versus Entei, and you are paralyzed. We don't, if he's Max Jolly. I don't know if he's Max Jolly. I actually kind of doubt it because he is banded extreme speed. So I bet he has a lot of HP investment, to be honest. I don't think we did any damage to it. We did a little. There's Scyther. Okay, we go for the taunt. And I think here we just go into Moltres. He can go for a sword... Oh, no, he can't go for a sword stance. So Moltres is pretty safe here. We switch out of Palafin, and very just gritty game. Go through your... Please burn, please burn, please burn. Yes! Yes! That is huge. That is huge. That is a huge burn. Basically, it doesn't make Scyther useless. It makes it pretty useless. He could go for a Surf here. He could go for a lot of things. He may feel like Draco actually is pretty safe. So I'm thinking about if I sack off. I don't know if Hariyama can kill the... Hariyama could get a lot of damage, but the thing is, if we can kill the Zapdos. If we can kill the Zapdos, and I don't think we do. +6 Bullet Punch. It's a roll, but it's not a roll in my favor. I think you Draco here. I think you Draco. And I think I... Do I sack Moltres or do I sack Deoxys? I think I sack Deoxys. See what you go for. I think you Draco 100% of the time. Thunderbolt. Okay. That's fine. Thunderbolt's fine. He specs... Do I sack? Do I go into Meow? If you para me, I kind of lose. Does Deoxys have... Deoxys outspeeds Ting-Lu, and it can actually still be a problem for it. It also outspeeds Entei. How much are you doing to Meow? I really don't want to lose Meowscarada, but this is such a weird set. I really rock with it. 31 to 36. Don't para me. I swear to God, don't para me. Don't para. Don't para. Don't para. Thank goodness. Okay. I think here you'd go into Wheezing. I think here you just straight up go into Wheezing. And I think... I mean, do I want to go into Hari? That's the thing, is like... I think actually I want to go into Palafin and start bulking up. Actually, Latios does so much. Ooh... I want to knock off so bad. I am going to knock off. Even if it gets rid of, and then I have to go sack the the Deoxys. Think it's fine. Yeah. Okay. I just really wanted to get rid of this thing's Rocky Helmet. I'm going to go in Deoxys and sack it. And then I think the plan is to wait a little bit and then go into... He goes Gunk Shot. Weezing gets the kill. This is so tough. I really want to go into Hari. You may Willow. Do I go into Hari? Do I, like, if I... I mean, can I live a CC? That's the question. I think the answer is no. If he's Scarf, I can. If he's Choice Band, I definitely don't. Oh, wait, no, that's... No, I can't. It's not a roll in my favor. Tricky. I'm gonna go in a hurry. This is really tricky. I knew this was a bad matchup. So he could go Tinglu. I'm gonna Terra Steel, I'm gonna Belly Drum. And he could haze here, and good play if he hazes. But I've run AV every week. He goes for Willow. That kind of sucks. But I think we can still kill the Weezing with Facade. We are +6, and we are burned. We're this just for this. Yeah, we do KO. I am going to go for the Facade. I'm going to hope he goes into something else. Like, I honestly hope... I think he may go Entei here, low-key. Or Zapdos. It does suck. It does suck. Yeah, Bullet Punch won't even kill. Facade will. And Drain Punch does nothing. I really wanted Hari to put in some work here. I mean, I think if we can get enough chip on everything, Palafin could clean, but Specs with Thunderbolt on Latios is not what I expected. And that is putting a damper in our plans. Yeah, Latios is a killer, for real. I don't know what you do here. This is very tricky. His team is very good, and I'm really worried about that Zapdos. I think late game, Meow can put in some work. Facade will kill. Okay. So Meow gets, or Hariyama gets our first kill. What do you do here? I feel like you go into Laddie. If you have Surf, I don't think you have Aura Sphere. You go into Tinglu. Oh. Can we kill you with Drain Punch? We do. We super kill. Unless you're... Oh, you could be max defense. Which I think you are. I think it's a roll. I think we do. Nice! Okay. Hari with 2 big kills. Zapdos could come in here. I feel like Zapdos may not have a... You gotta have a fighting move. You're facing Treads. I don't know. Maybe he thought we were CC. Because we've run CC every week. Alright. Or maybe he just... I don't know. We had to have Facade just in case of the burn. So that was kind of like a last second thing. I'm really happy I made that change. Here comes the Entei. Can we kill Entei? I know we don't have speed if it's max. But we do kill it. Drain Punch also does a lot. If he's max Jolly, I think he's bulky. If he is. I'm going for Facade. If he's max Jolly, he outspeeds us. He's not. Nice. 3 KOs for Hariyama. What is this Zapdos set that he doesn't want to go into it? Why is he saying GG? What is this Zapdos set? I'm confused because the Zapdos kills me. What is this Zapdos set? Terra Steel. I mean, he kills me. I have to go for Bullet Punch. Oh, the crit may have mattered. Brave... Oh, he doesn't have a fighting move. Oh, he doesn't have a fighting move. What? What? He didn't have a fighting move? Scyther. I'm gonna go for Facade. I mean, he could have CC. Oh my god, we live. Oh my goodness. Hariyama just got 5 kills. The 1 week I put it ahead of the, I put it ahead of me, of another killer. That's insane. Latios gonna come out. I need to see if Flower Trick will kill. I bet this thing is almost like max. Let me just make sure. Meowscarada against Latios. Let me just make sure. Knockoff will kill. Click knockoff. Hariyama is the greatest Pokemon to ever live. I'm not gonna lie, you're gonna see Amon on this on this I don't know who I'm putting on this this thumbnail. Hariyama just put in so much work. Wow. Okay, so Hariyama MVP this week, getting 5 kills. Meowscarada coming in clutch at the end, getting that 1 kill. Again, Palafin doing absolutely nothing for us except getting a taunt off, so that's fun. Moltres was like kind of an MVP here, getting the burn on the Tinglu, getting the burn on the Scyther, kind of being a pain for the Entei as well, and just like making it so this Zapdos can't come in. So fantastic game to Golden. GG's. We are now 5-0 with plus 16 differential. Very hard for us to, I think, not make playoffs right now. We are in really prime position. We have some really tough opponents still coming up, but 5-0 is fantastic. I mean, we couldn't really have started off any better, so GG's to Golden, great guy, great battle. I was so stressed for this, and I'm just happy it turned out in our favor, even though I thought it was over after the beginning. So Hariyama really put in the work. So GG's, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next battle. Peace.